Just bought some deck rails, so we're gonna get a sesh really quick. I'm running out of daylight, so we're gonna try out some deck rails, see how it is. So these ones are by Enjoy. I don't know how long they are, maybe 10 inches, who knows. But I've never skated before, it's my first time, so let's hit the rail, that rail right there. Let's see how they slide. Also, I'm not warmed up at all right now, so we're just gonna try to get a sesh quick because y'all see the sky. So let's try to get it quick. First slide impressions are, it feels like it slides very even, like it's very flat and even, very consistent. You know how like there's a curvature of a board? It seems like it's more flat, and it'll be easier to get like a straight slide, but we're gonna see. So far, so good. Oh, it's so much easier. It slides so much. I'm really impressed. It slides so easy. So normally I can never hold front boards at all, like especially going back to regular. I can usually, if I can hold them, I'm going to fakie, but never to regular. And today, it's such an easy, consistent slide. I wish I would have did this years ago. Two things. Your slide is very consistent. It's very easy to hold a slide because it's so much more level than a regular board that you don't really have as much rock room, like rocking back and forth. That's one thing. The other thing I noticed right away though, is my board is a slightly bit heavier and the pop feel is different. Like definitely trying flip tricks is gonna be something I don't know how it's gonna go. But as far as slides go, I mean, this is so easy. I wish I had a longer obstacle to hold it on. Let's do some board slides to fakie and front boards to fakie. Let's see how that feels. Alright, let's try one going pretty slow. I want to see how it slides when I'm going really, really slow. After that last try, then I can do a board slide, pop over to fakie. Board slide, pop over, back to fakie. Let's try that tonight. So you guys just saw I tried that 50-50 and that crook, and I didn't realize the rail was not waxed at all. I thought this whole time because it was sliding so good that more likely it was probably waxed at some point. It doesn't have to stick. You see how I was forcing that 50-50 and that crook, which didn't even, it was so hard to grind. So let me put some wax on this thing. I just want to, at the end of the day, I want to get a backflip before I go, so. this backflip first try. Hope I just landed right next. That's why I landed. As a bonus, I'm gonna try to switch front board pop out. So I've never done before, so we'll see. I think I can do it though. That felt very good because that was first try. So I mean, yeah. All right, let's talk about these rails now. First impressions are, I love these things. Like, I should have done this years ago. I don't know why I never decided to do this, but I'm telling you, these are game changers. Now, they're not for everybody. One thing I don't like is the fact that when you start to realize your pop sounds a little different, it almost sounds a little more dead. Your board is kind of slightly waterlogged. It still snaps the same way. It just has a slight different, like here, the sound is way different and it sounds more dull, so it makes you think like you're not popping or you don't have that crisp pop. So that's one thing that really annoyed me that I noticed right away. Maybe I won't notice that if I have headphones in or something like that. But outside of that, I mean, they slide great. It's easier to hold all my slides. Everything I did, I've usually don't do the whole rail on anything, except for maybe switch front boards. The only thing I can hold the rail on like pretty easily. But outside of that, board sides I don't hold, front boards I don't hold, fakie back lips I don't hold, none of these things like fakie front boards I don't hold. And I was able to hold all my slides virtually for the whole rail except for maybe one or two. So that is the biggest thing. One thing I do love too is that you can kind of set them up and get different colors so you can match your board or whatever. I just got yellow. These things are great. They do make your board feel a little bit heavier though. All right, before we go, let me just try like 2 of the kicks just to see how the board feels. As you saw on the kickflips, you know, I didn't really have a problem with them. Also, I think because I warmed up for like an hour skating, like maybe hour 15. So that really helped. But overall, man, I don't think I'm going back to not having deck rails. I would advise everybody who's considered trying it to actually try it because like literally it made sliding way easier on the rail. All in all, on the final verdict, I would say I'm gonna give deck rails, let's do it with like a something out of 10. I would say I give deck rails a